welcome back to the channel. It's truckinginjs. Like I said, this video is going to be about how to run the perfect Amazon route. Make sure you're on time, make sure you're not late, so that way you can keep a 100% score, because I know how I feel not to have that. So right now it's 8:20 p.m. still Friday, continue from the previous video. It's 8:20. I got to pick up at 9:20. I'm already in Charlotte, so that's where I'm picking up from. So I want to try to get to, I'm right around the corner, so I'm gonna pull in there at about 9 o'clock. You want to be at least 20 minutes early. I already got a badge, so if you don't have a badge, you want to get there at least 30 minutes early, so you can go ahead and get your badge, because they really don't give you enough time to load, especially if it's not organized in there. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you are early, so that way you're already ahead of the game. So I'm gonna get there at 9:20, and then I'll go from there, kind of give you the steps as I get there on what to do and how to make sure you are set up for success. Alright, so I'm pulling back up at CLT9. I just wanted to show this again just in case somebody hadn't watched my previous video. To the right over here where it says no truck parking, this is where you will park real quick if you need to go in and get a temporary badge. You'll park over here to the right, and you'll go in over here to the left. Hopefully you can see it, but it's right under that Amazon sign. You'll see a set of doors. You want to go in there, and you'll have to get your license, or give them your license, so you can get a temporary badge. And go ahead and ask them, if you're gonna be coming here a lot, go ahead and ask them about getting a permanent badge. That way you won't have to keep going in and out on your way out, because you got to go back and return it before you go. So so that's one thing you want to keep in mind with that. I decided to come on over here now, so I'm gonna be about 25 minutes early, and you'll see the importance of that as I navigate through the night. So I'm already ahead of the game, so I got a head start. So that's gonna give me enough time to do what I need to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and check in over here, and I'm gonna get my route number and my dock door. And once I get that, I'll show y'all what I do with it. I usually put it in my phone, start texting it like I'm gonna text it to my wife, so that way I have it when I go inside to see how many scans or how many pallets I got. So let me go ahead and get checked in. Once again, I'm at CLT9. I'm gonna go ahead and get checked in, and I'll be back with you. Alright, so I'm going to Sumter. You'll see I started a text to my wife right here with my route number. I have route number, that's the 4-digit number, 1403, and 329 is my dock door. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all. Remember, I went to the left before to drop off, but now when I'm shipping out, or when they're shipping out, you make this right and go around the building this way. I don't know if y'all can notice them new headlights. Probably going a little too fast. You want to stay under, about under 10 miles per hour. I think it's 5 miles per hour they want you to go. So let me slow down a little bit. And the more routes you do with Amazon, you'll start to learn which ones you like best, which post offices are going to be open, so that you don't have to wait when you get there. But the way they have it set up now with the postal truck, you kind of have to get what you get, but hopefully they change it back to where we can kind of have more power over what we get ahead of time, so you can kind of plan ahead that way. So I'm gonna park right here at 329. I showed y'all me backing up a couple times earlier today in the previous video, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it right here, and I'll see y'all on the inside. 7 pallets today, all going to the same place. Quick, easy trip. Should be anyway. We'll see what happens. Push it back in place. That's gonna lock this pallet down. It won't go anywhere. And I'm gonna strap this up real quick. All right. So that'll hold that in place. The top one really shouldn't go anywhere. But I'll holler at y'all when I get outside. I'm gonna get checked out real quick. Turn around so y'all may be able to see me better. All right, a couple things I wanted to point out. When I first got there, he said there were gonna be 7 pallets, but only 6 of them were over there. So he had to go get another pallet to make 7. I got video footage of that, of me loading those 7. I loaded, after I loaded, I went ahead and closed down my door, strapped up everything, of course, and went back up there to check out. He said, oh, it's 1 more pallet. So I had to go ahead and unstrap what I strapped and load back, load that 8th pallet up. So not a big deal, but that's one thing you can kind of expect. I mean, I am early, so, but I'm still ahead of the game right now. So you got to make room for that. So I was supposed to check out by 10 o'clock. It's now 9:32. Remember, I was supposed to be here at 9:20. So now I'm ahead of the game by 30 minutes. So that's why it's key to get here early. So I'm still making good time. Another thing I want to point out, don't depend on Amazon's GPS, because right now it's not even working, and sometimes it'll give you a longer route than what you've been paid for. So I always use Google Maps to kind of compare the two to make sure I'm going the quickest route. One thing about Google Maps, you do want to try to make sure you avoid low bridges, things like that, or sometimes it may try to take you a shortcut that may have trees that aren't trimmed for, like ours is 13 feet 6 inches. So you got to watch out for that type of stuff when you're looking at small roads. So you want to make sure you avoid those. But don't go the long way if Amazon isn't paying you for it, because if you try to do a payment dispute for the extra mileage, they're not going to give it to you. So make sure you are doing what's best for you. But I'm gonna go ahead and head down to Sumter. It says I should be there by 11:43. I'm not scheduled to be there until 12:28. So you can see I got plenty of time to get there, and I'll be home early. All right, I'm gonna holler at y'all after I get on the road. One thing I wanted to point out before I get on the road, if you do have a temporary badge, what I do, can't really see it, but right after you pass the guard shack, over to the left is where you can park your truck, and then right before the speed bump, you kind of park right before that, and to the left over here is where you would go to turn back in the badge. Same place you got it from, but just a tip for that. All right, so I made it to Sumter. It's 11:51. see me. Just finished unloading at Sumter, getting ready to head to the house. Just to kind of recap the day, got up early. Thought I had a load with TQL going from North Carolina to Georgia. The load got delayed or possibly canceled, so I ended up getting paid $175. I rode to Charlotte for a little bit, didn't catch a load, so I ended up going back home. Then I got a load from West Columbia to Charlotte, so I had to pick up in West Columbia at 4:30. I got to Charlotte and dropped off at 7:30, and then I picked up a load going from Charlotte to Sumter. That load picked up at 9:20. Of course, I got there early so that I could be as efficient as possible to make sure I'm not late, not rushing. So, I mean, that's how you do it, man. Try to minimize the deadhead as much as possible, being able to come back. So I just got a 37-mile drive, 45 minutes back to Columbia. I'll be at the house. So I call it a win for the day. So I'll holler at y'all next time. Just let me know what kind of videos y'all want to see. Like, comment, subscribe, leave everything down below if you got some other tips that I can add to make me even more efficient, something that I may have left out that you were wondering about. Feel free to ask questions, let me know. And I forgot to tell y'all that you do have to have a safety vest when you're at Amazon, so make sure you have one of those as well. Man, I think I did a pretty good job of not leaving out anything or any steps to make sure that you're successful in keeping that 100% score, performance score with Amazon. So until next time, Truckin' and J's. Peace.